What's up, everybody? Blood on the Razor Wire TV. We'll see if we can get some people in here, man. Saturday morning. Usually don't do the Saturday morning thing, but every once in a while we show up. Haven't been doing many lives or anything lately, but anyway, we're here. We're in the building. Let's check and see if some people come in. Got a bunch of stuff we could talk about this morning. See how people are feeling. I probably should have put up a post, right? See if we can get this thing rocking. Some people don't get notifications, but maybe they'll work on getting that fixed, right? But anyway, we're going to talk about this 14-year-old kid today out in Detroit. Absolutely crazy to see something like this, right? And we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about NBA young boy today, this morning. We'll talk about people eating cats, right? You heard Trump talking about that people were going out and capturing cats, and people are eating cats and they're killing people's pets. Oh my God! But maybe we'll talk about some of that stuff. I don't know. Anyway, if you're in the building, man, leave a comment so I know that people are in here. We'll try to make some things happen today, right? We don't want this thing to start playing. Let me make sure I can get on here so I can see this as well. Block that out. But yeah, we'll do a little something today. Good morning, Owen. I see you in here. Teresa, Alex, Mr. Stiv. Voice is a little bit gone, man. I went to that Bills game, so voice is a little bit gone, but we're gonna work with what we got today. So anyway, let me move this over here. Maybe we'll do some question and answers. Tim Cunningham in the house. Glad to see people showing up. 38 people in the house. 8 likes. Hit that like button. Let's talk about a couple things this morning, all right? Tapped in from Denver. What time is it over there in Denver right now? Hit that like button. Hit them hearts. Who's got the hearts and the 100s? You guys ever know how to hit them 100s and the hearts? 45 people first thing this morning. But yeah, we're going to get into it, man. I seen some dudes... What's up, Chad? Good day. Vito and Dennis from Raybrook. Been trying to holler at you. I need the number. Bro, do you have my email? Send me your number right now, bro. Vito and Dennis. Okay. Hey, send me your... Someone put up my email if you can. Let me see if I can do this real quick, right? Said the hat is ice cold. So let me see if I can put my email on here. Then we're going to get into a couple things this morning, all right? Freedom Fighters PC at gmail.com. Let me see if that goes up. There's my email, bro. Vito, send me your number, bro. I'll call you when I'm done. Jay Ryan in the house. Jay was at the football game. I was at the football game. Man, it took me crazy trip. But anyway, see the thumbnail that I put out today? 14-year-old kid arrested in Detroit after a lengthy investigation. This cat's at home. He's 3D printing all these guns, trying to sell them online. Selling them to people in the hood, selling them to people on the street. What happens? You know what happens. Somebody tells on them, right, hey, yo, so-and-so, man, look, he just sent me this. They probably show it to their parents. There's some kid in there that ain't in the street, right? There's some kid that, man, might go to school with this cat. But, man, you see how many, man, 3D, man, this thing's off the chain. You think the streets were dangerous 20 years ago when we were out here? It's definitely off the chain now. You know what, man, I'm going to keep it real with you. My eyes are getting so bad. Sometimes I got to wear my glasses, man. But they're kind of dirty, so we ain't going to wear them this morning. But anyway, 14-year-old kid at the crib. He's got the 3D printer, and he's printing these joints. Hey, anybody trying to get a 9? Who wants to forfeit? I can't even believe that technology has turned into where you can sit at your house, get you a 3D printer, and print whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Big Mouse in the house. Glad to see you here, brother. Glad to see everybody here this morning. Says that hat is ice cold. The hat is all right. The Bills make me wanna. Anyway, 14-year-old kid at the house printing guns. What happens when you put all these guns on the street, right? 14-year-old kid, what's he selling them for? He's making them at the crib. 14-year-olds usually, in most cases, don't really understand the value of money, right? So not really understanding the value of money. This kid's probably out here selling these joints for $100. I could guarantee it. View this message. El Maeto de Houston, Texas. Don't worry, homie, I'll be there. I'll be there in Houston, man. I actually went to the game with my homeboy from Houston. So we ended up flying down to Miami, spent a little time down there. Man, that Buffalo Bills Mafia definitely deep in Miami. That's what's up. Chad, have you seen Brant Daniel doing a YouTube channel from the new Folsom ad sag? Send me a link, man. Send me a link on my email. I'll check that out. I wouldn't mind talking to that cat. Some other people have reached out to me. I think maybe someone did reach out to me about him, asking if I would interview him. So I know I got a bunch of emails I got to check, whatever. But anyway, man, let's talk about the streets. Let's talk about 14-year-olds that make 100 guns at their house with 3D printers. And let's talk about, yeah, man, trying to shit on the Bills. We'll see when we get down there. What do you guys think about that, though, man? 14-year-old. How many people got 14-year-old kids at home? What would you do if your 14-year-old son had a 3D printer and he's got 100 of them joints in the back room in a duffel bag, getting ready to go? Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about that. Man, I don't know why people talk like that. But we ain't going to put that out there. But anyway, I don't see Country in here. I know he's been going through a bunch of stuff. DJM, okay, your channel's gotten me through a lot of miles trucking. Thanks, Chad. Anthony, definitely appreciate you, man. Hopefully the channel helps some people, man, get through, daily things. As you probably know, your boy's still going through it. I'm still in the fire. How many people are in the fire? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the fire, man. And I'm trying to get out of it, man. And it just ain't working. My 11-year-old is 3D printing drone pieces. As soon as I see a GAT, we're going to have a talk. Going to have to talk to him. 21 likes. If you're here this morning, hit that like button. We're hanging out on a Saturday morning. We'll talk about some of the other stuff. We'll talk about some Trump stuff today, too, man. Eating cats. I wanted to do a live about the eating cats. So maybe we'll be back tonight with another live about eating cats and eating people's animals. What do you guys think? We'll talk about it, man. I think that we should talk about it. It's absolutely nuts. And then, I got a little documentary, right, that I was going to put out. It's not going to be that long. But, I think I told everybody that I'm kind of putting this new channel together. And let me ask you guys this, right? I know I don't want people like, oh, man, you already put this on there. Look, man, all kinds of people want me to put the book into a playlist, all right? So the problem with putting the book in a playlist is I have to go back and find all those videos. So what I'm thinking is I just just re-edit them, re-upload them, which I got chapter 1 and 2 already. Re-upload them, put them out today, and put them in an actual playlist where people can say, yo, I can go to the channel, I can listen to the book. Let me know what you think, man. The W Number Podcast, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Oh, my boy that I interviewed the other day, he's pissed off at you, bro. He wants to shoot the fair one in a boxing match. That way, do want to be started. Hey, man, I guess he was in his feelings, man. You guys want to put something together, man. You know what I mean? Ain't no reason to beef, though, bro. The Number Podcast, man. Hey, look, I'm going to tell you, a little bit about that cat the other day, right? He's the type of dude that you meet in prison. And I met dudes like, he's balls to the wall, man. He gets mad about something. It is what it is. I mean, he's the type of dude, you got to have some balls to be like, people always talk that chomo shit, right? But for you to walk up on a chomo and throw like hot oil in his face, you got to, you're definitely nuts. You definitely got some shit. Like you're like, yo, this dude's a dangerous dude. Everybody has the potential to be dangerous, right? But some dudes have more of a potential. We're going to talk about some serious shit this morning, too. And I'm just going to talk about cats and stuff, I saw a woman in New York City with 4 or 5 rats on a spit right in Times Square. Oh, my God. I might be taking off tonight, man, heading up to New York City tonight, man. I was thinking about it. If not, I just sit in the crib, man. I'm just sitting in the crib like, nothing to do. Do I believe Harris had a hidden earpiece feeding her lines during the debate? I'm not a big fan of Harris, but, I mean, obviously, man, people don't want to hear this, man, but, I mean, she's been around a long time. She reads a lot. I don't think she's a dummy. I think maybe she does some dumb shit sometimes, but she's definitely not a dummy. She's educated. These are educated people. They can talk the best. They sit, they read, they listen, they talk to people. I mean, anybody can have a conversation, right? I mean, not anybody, but a lot of people can. You know what I mean? A lot of people can. But yeah, we're going to talk about, we'll talk about the struggle again. How many people, we're going to do a live about the eating, man. We got that tonight. We're going to talk about it. I know. I do believe they're eating them, bro. I mean, they're like, some people are here and they're like, yo. Dude, let me tell you guys something. You want the real? This is the real, right? Anybody that was in Raybrook, like Vito was on here just now. Anybody that was Kevin Harris, man, we appreciate the donation, bro. Thank you. If you feel like donating this morning, we appreciate you. That I do stuff with the money, as you guys can see. I put up the pictures. We went and got some kids some school clothes, sneakers. We took care of some kids in the neighborhood this year, man. Next year we'll be back at it. For those of you that don't know, man, I'm going through a struggle right now. Obviously I'm still at my own place. Shit hurts, but you know what? It is what it is. We'll talk a little bit about it, man. And I got a homeboy that I want to bring on here for an interview, Gordon, man. Really, really want to bring this cat on. But let me tell you, dudes at Raybrook, let me just keep it real with you, right? The cops had found, there were some dudes over there that were out there and they grabbed a goose. They were catching the pigeons. These are dudes from other countries, right? Like this is normal to them. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Kevin Harris again, man. Kevin, we appreciate you, man. Hit that like button for Kevin Harris for donating to $4.99 today. So, the W Number Podcast. Well, you should email me your phone number right now, and I will call you after this. Maybe we'll do it this afternoon. Send me your phone number. Email me. You got my email, right? freedomfighterspc@gmail.com. Email me, man, and we'll talk. So this is the deal. No, I understand. Maybe it was scripted. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know, bro. I mean, they do all kinds of shit, bro. These people do things that, you think aren't normal, but it's normal to them. Gaming Quest, I have no idea. So anyway, at Raybrook, like these Hispanic dudes, Mexicans dudes, some paisas, right? Let me see this. They had some paisas over there, right? Hey, if they say Bills suck Irish pride, let them say it. I could care less, man. The Bills, man, I mean, they won a bunch of AFC. Just because they won the Super Bowl, they were better than all the other teams except for one, right? They made it all them Super Bowls. But anyway, these paisas had caught a goose, man. They plucked his feathers. They put his ass in the microwave. They were catching some pigeons, and people were pissed off. Like, yo, bro, you can't be cooking that shit in the microwave, homie. They're like, what do you mean, man? Hey, paisa, ven acá un momento, brother. He calls over the other paisa. He says, hey, paisa, dale. This paisa, he don't know English. So he starts telling him, that carne es mucho bueno. And he's telling him, like, hey, look, man, I married an Irish woman and I definitely divorced an Irish woman. Holy shit. So the Irish are the best, my friend. So anyway, the paisa, he's calling him, hey, paisa, ven acá un momento, brother. He's telling him, hey, the meat is good. We could cook it right here, Like you cook stuff from the chow hall. So it was a big issue, but these cats, Chad, where do I find your email? It's right on the description of all my videos, but it's Freedom Fighters. Can someone put my email up? Because I'm trying to talk on here. Let me see, I can do it. freedomfighterspc@gmail.com. Let me see if that goes up the right way. Did anybody put it up there? Yeah, just email me your number real quick, bro. freedomfighterspc@gmail.com. So, people are like, oh, man, these people are in New York City. They're catching the ducks. And I lost like 50 pounds, man, maybe a little more. Michael Velez, I appreciate you. Yeah, man, we try to help kids, man, whatever. So don't think, like these cats are catching animals. They're eating them. But there was a big issue, man. The cops were finding pigeons with their legs like tied with, like they would catch them, tie them up and try to get them in their coat. And that's how they would, pigeons in your coat flapping, right? And they were walking down a walkway and they fell out, man. There's a cop that used to work there, man. I would love to bring this dude on. I don't know if he ever would. But Dara, if anybody knows Correctional Officer Dara, man, maybe Dara, he's retired now. We could bring him on. But Dara found the pigeons, man. Because they fell out of their coats and they couldn't get into the unit with them, man. They couldn't get in the unit with them. So, these cats are out there eating this shit. So you think in New York City, they see a goose, they're not like, yo. Or they're not like, hey, paisa, dos geese. I don't know how to say geese, you know what I mean? There's two of them, homie. Let's get them, fool. And, hey, people are eating cows. People who go to restaurants eat ducks. But people eat, the Christmas goose, right? I mean, I've never had a goose. Don't think I ever will. I'm real funny about food, man. For those that know me, know that. But those that don't know me, I'm real funny about that type of shit, man. So I'm not eating geese. I don't eat deer meat. I'm not eating none of that crazy stuff, man. Bear meat, none of that. But, people are like, hey, look, they're doing this. But we'll talk about it. Maybe we'll do a live tonight. You know what I mean? Unrated horror, what's up? Oh, you thought Rob was tripping, huh? Rob wasn't capping, man. People on the compound trying to eat, man. When you're in prison, you see all the type of shit that, people do wild stuff, man. They steal so much shit out of there, man. You get chicken fried rice with no chicken in it, man. I've seen dudes, man, that collect the trays. Like, I've seen this, man. I've seen a dude from El Salvador doing this, collecting the trays. Like, you ate half the chicken. He's putting that shit in a bag, man. He's taking that back to the unit to eat. Seen that stuff happen in Batavia when I was at the Federal Detention Center. All kinds of wild things, man. You see a lot of wild things in these places. So, when you're out here on the street, these cats are, they're eating, man. They're trying to eat. So you think they're like, yo, are they out there on the street in New York City roasting a goose? Maybe. Are they taking the ducks in Long Island or Staten Island, whatever? Yeah, they probably are. I mean, these are things that are happening. You know what I'm saying? Um, but hey, if you're hungry, you're going to eat, right? What do you get fed in the pen? You get fed shit, man. People used to talk about federal prison and how good the food was. I watched the food change, but from the time I went into 17 and a half years later, I watched the food when it was all right. I remember going to prison like, damn, bro, the food is good as after being in the county jail. And then you just start to see it deteriorate, right? We were in Big Sandy. Warden Rios used to feed the people, man. Then they took all the salad. What year did they take all the salad bars out? '08, the end of '08, '09. Now they took the microwaves out of all the prisons. The W number podcast, send me your number. I see the email just come across. I'll hit you up, man. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out today. You should do an interview with Johnny Bart. I don't know who that is, man. Send me a link. Let me know who it is. Send it on my email. Chad, are you for or against the death penalty? It's a tough one, bro. It's a tough one, man. Maybe the death penalty for people that, I think I talked about this, only for people that, kids, man. You do something to kids and kill kids, yeah, man. I think it's time. The Fed kitchens, when I was there, were not ran by Armark, but Armark is the absolute worst, man. They got food that you can't even eat, man. They just put it on paper like that they fed you. You know what I mean? Let me tell you something, man. That people, Ski Studios, I see you in the house. Glad you're here. We're probably going to do another live tonight, man. I want to do another live tonight if I can make it back. But today's my stepfather, man. His 70th birthday. They're having a big party for him, so I'll be there for that. Might get to see my kids today. Not sure, but hopefully I get to see my boys, and they'll be there. So that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Get to spend some time with them. That back door back there, I'm going to have to, if we're going to be podcasting from here, I'm really thinking about doing how do you reduce recidivism? We'll talk about that in a second. You got some good questions. You give people incentives, man, to do the right thing and educate themselves. You give them real incentives instead of bullshit incentives. You don't know how I did 17, man. Let's talk about it, man. How'd you do 17 years in federal prison, bro? Everybody thinks the feds are sweet. Anyone that don't know about the feds, they think the feds are sweet, right? Let me tell you something, man. The feds are not sweet. Food's absolutely horrible. The cops are absolutely horrible 99% of the time. Not all of them. But people are just nasty, man. Some people are just absolutely nasty people, man. They just go out of their way to fuck with you, to do things to you, to hurt you, to whatever they could do to oppress you, man. And you see it a lot of times, man. You see the oppression all the time. My boy said Hazleton effing sucks. Does more police on the street reduce crime? I don't think so. You got to get people to appreciate their freedom. Appreciate you interviewing me. I know compared to most of your videos, it's not doing that great, but it's done a lot for me mentally. I'm actually getting some real help. I like Steve Walker a lot, man. Good dude, man. Yes, I remember the chicken that they confiscated. Is that when everybody got sick? Was that at Canaan? Everybody got food poisoning? Man, I'm trying to read some of these comments. That's what we're doing this morning. We're reading comments. We're kicking it with the blood on the razor wire family. We only got 51 likes. If you can, hit that like button. But I want to know about the book because I don't want people to we're going to talk about prison in a second. I don't want everyone to be like, oh, man, you already uploaded this. I'm uploading it for a reason so that I can take the book and put it in a playlist so people will be happy. So please don't be mad about that, man. You know what I mean? Don't be like, oh, man, if you like the book, you like it. If you don't, man, pass it on. Some people might like to listen to that audiobook. It's a good-ass audiobook, man. If it opened anytime in 2000, definitely an F-up place. Yeah, so federal prison ain't what you think, man. It's not tennis courts and good people and people that got money. It's just, it's wild, man. It's definitely wild. So, no, Michael, you know what, man? I think I'm going to try to do the signed books this week. I'm going to order the books. We'll start doing them. Maybe we'll do a live. We'll start signing books. People that want to buy signed books, I'll do it if people want to buy them. If people are in the house who are like, yo, Chad, I'd like to buy an autographed copy, then we'll do that, man. We're going to start, I got to start, putting some things together anyway. So if you see any Sasquatches in the feds, not many. What's up, dog from Cincinnati? Okay. So yeah, the feds, definitely not a good place, right? And we're going to talk about what federal prison does to people, what you've seen, what you've experienced. What does it really do to you, man? What does it do? When you lock a person in a cell, man, for 14 months, do you think it affects them? I used to think it didn't, man, until I got out of prison. And you know, I've dealt with so many people. Hearing Chad speak the words of the judge in the beginning hits really, really differently than simply reading them. Thank you, Chad, for everything you do. Stress Judo Coaching, thank you. Thank you for commenting, man. Yeah, when the judge gave me a 40-year sentence, what do you think that felt like, man? 40 years, I hereby sentence you to 480 months. And some people always say, I didn't even know what 480 months was, or I didn't know what 240 months was, or I didn't know what 800 months was. Well, you're going to figure it out real fast. But I already knew, you know, because when I went in to get sentenced, I was hoping and praying that the judge, Teresa Martin, send him my way, man. Maybe I can interview him. Smash that like button, hit the heart button, man. Maybe we'll give out some audio books today. But yeah, when the judge, you know, sentenced me to that 40 years, I was begging for 40 years. I was hoping and praying that I got 480 months because I already knew what 480 months was. That was my mandatory minimum. That was I couldn't get any less than 40 years, man. I could get no less than 40 years. The judge had to sentence me to the mandatory minimum. And he said, look, I'm acting in a moment of compassion for your mother. Compassion? He had to give me 40 years. Years later, he would have compassion. And he's actually, I think he's retired. He's retiring. He did write me and let me know that he was retiring. And you know, I said this before, like when you get disconnected from these people that have had control, when you've had control over my life for so long, it's just like, wow, you had control over my life all these years, man. All these years. And now I'm no longer on federal parole, federal probation, no longer have these people. But for over 20 years, they had their foot on my neck, right? Because of my actions, because of the decisions that I made. But it was crazy to be walking away from that. Like, damn, man, you feel a sadness. Like, damn, man. You feel like you were part of this system for so long and now you're not. But what does it do to you? Do I feel I had to go through that? Yeah, I felt like I had to go through it, man. I had to go through the fire. Because what happens if I got 4 or 5 years? I'd have been back out here selling dope, right? I'd have been back out here on the street, man. I'd have been back out here on the street selling dope, man, just like everybody else. And who knows? My mother always said, you know what? She felt I was going to die that summer or I was going to kill somebody. So you know what? Maybe I got saved. And then you know what? You know, we don't talk much about God, but man, God sent me out of prison when he felt like he was ready to send me out, right? I always wondered, man, how could this have happened, man? How could I end up with a 40-year sentence? Why'd you allow this to happen to me? But really, at the end of the day, it was my own choices. I made those choices, man. But what does prison do to you? Because I deal with so many people. I talk to so many people. There's a dude I interviewed on this channel. He went through some stuff, man. Rayshawn Long back on. Steve Moody. We might do a story on Steve Moody on the other channel, man. I think we're going to do a story on Steve Moody and Rayshawn Long over there. It's going to be called Urban Crime Chronicles, man. It's already up. We're about to get that thing pumping. Mandy Turner, glad to see you in here. We have to talk about your post-supervised release. Me and you have got to talk probably today. How do you stop kids from joining gangs? Well, you don't, man. They got to make that decision. You give them the real, man. It's real and it's raw, right? So when we talk about federal prison, what does it do to you, man? Had a big-ass dude, man, no homo, good-looking dude was on the channel. He said, Chad, man, I got the same problems you got, man. We all think we're getting out. Like, I was like, PTSD, I ain't got none of that shit until I got out of prison. I don't know what, man. I don't know why they did that to Tua, but they did it, damn it. Tua's done, man. Throwing up gang signs again, I think he's done. You know, so when you get locked in a cell, man, the reality of prison, when you get locked in a shoe cell, right? What's it feel like? How many dudes around here? How many chicks around here been to the shoe? How many people around here right now? Say me. You've been to prison, you've been to the shoe, say me. Because we all have the same feeling, right? You get handcuffed. Sometimes it feels good to go to the shoe, right? When you go to Big Sandy, you're like, holy fuck, I'm safe. I'm safe for 14 days, 30 days, unless they put a crazy motherfucker in here. Mike B, Mandy Turner, Michael Smith, Christopher Santiago, Irish Pride. I see you all, G2S TV. Let's talk about it, man. David the Real, Ken Sales, if I missed you, Greg Paris, I see you in here. The W Number Podcast. What's it like when you go to the shoe? Now, let me keep it real with you, right? I've been to the shoe for some bullshit. I've been to the shoe for some real serious shit that I don't never talk about on this channel. Man, who knows, man? I could have ended up with a life sentence, right? But when you first walk into the shoe, man, you're cuffed. You're trying to pretend, right? Like, I don't give a fuck, but you really do. Because you've been here before, man. You felt this before, right? How many people have felt this before when you walk in? You feel it in your heart like, damn, man, instant depression, right? But when you walk in with someone like Jimmy. Remember the NLR dude I had on? You're in a cell with someone like Jimmy, or, Jimmy came to the cell with me, but you walk into the cell with one of your homies, man. I could talk about when I walked in the cell when dude stabbed me in the back. I was so out of it, man. I got stabbed, man. And I'm like, damn, man, I'm stabbed, man. And I just wanted to lay down. And, you know, I could have laid down and died, right? Could have laid down and died in the cell. I know the dude that got stabbed the same day as me, he laid down in the cell and he died. He never lived again. He never breathed again. It was over. They let him bleed to death. But when you first walk into that cell, right? You're like, damn, man, you're instantly depressed. I lay down in the bunk. You know, you come in, you make your bed. Then maybe you start thinking about your family, like, damn, man, I'm in fucking prison, man, again. I'm in prison. I'm in prison inside a prison, again. And damn, this shit hurts. No phone calls to the family. Book card comes along, all bullshit-ass books. And all you got to do is sit there and be alone with yourself. Some people might come in here and say, man, why are you crying about prison? You did the crime. You got to do the time. Some of that shit's, man, look what they did to John Powers. I need to bring John back on here. John, if you're watching, call me, man. We're going to do me and John Powers should do a live video tonight. I should do it through StreamYard and bring John on, and we should talk. So it's live. There's no editing it. Here it is. This is what it is. I'm going to hit John up and see if we can do that tonight. Look what they did to John Powers, man. This man cut his earlobes, man. Tattooed his whole body with a razor and an ink pen. You think this shit don't hurt? Think this shit don't hurt? You're in that cell, right? Everyone that said me. You're in there and you're depressed. You're like, damn. Then you start thinking like, man, what's the DHO going to give me, man? You already know you're getting convicted, right? Whatever you did. Stabbed someone, got caught with a phone, got in a fight, jumped somebody, serious assault. You know what it is. This is it, man. Most depressing place I ever been was Pollock. I'm in the hole in Pollock. They don't even have towels for you to shower. The shower nozzle's ripped out and the hot water's just pumping out. How many people had to get in the shower to stay warm? It's so cold, you got to get in the shower, man. Christmas, man. I remember Christmas. They give you the Christmas meal, but by the time 6:30, 7 o'clock rolls around at night, it's Christmas. You're hurt, man. They bring you that bullshit-ass sandwich in Pollock with an orange, right? Sometimes I feel like I'm back there, man. For real, man. They bring you this bullshit-ass barbecue rib sandwich or a fish sandwich, and they give you that shit, man, with a Kool-Aid pack. You know that bullshit-ass Kool-Aid? And an orange, man. Imagine ADX. Imagine being in a hole on Christmas, man, and you've been in the hole for 4 months already. Imagine that. Imagine that. And your fucking stomach's touching your back and you're hungry, man. Like, imagine that. Yeah, I was in Raybrook. I was in a hole in Raybrook too, man. We'll talk about that in a minute. They come get all the dudes that they think got power in Raybrook and they put you in the hole. Someone stole the cutter from the cop, right? The cop forgot it, left it in a cell or left it sitting on the counter. You know, like when they cut you down or they got to cut something. Dude stole the shit. That garbage Kool-Aid is a treat. They stole the shit and then they flushed it down the toilet, man, instead of giving the shit back. So they come, they get me, they get black shock. People that had influence, man. They put you in the hole. 7, 8 days. Like, wow, man. Wow. You know, they stick you in a hole. Hey, listen, Chris, I see you, man. Maybe we'll do a little thing on that. Elon Valentine did my legal work. What's good? I'm Lex, man. Elon Valentine, Lex. You're Lex's homeboy. Elon Valentine. Email me, man. Email me. Trying to call me. I hope it don't cut us out. I hope it don't cut us out yet. Got a prison call, but I don't want to answer it yet. We'll answer it in a little bit, all right? Did you find God in prison or before? We're back. There we go. We're back. If they call, we're going to have to get back to them, all right? But yeah, man, you know, did I find... Bro, for years, I always said I knew God. You know what I'm saying? Then my homeboy got killed. I'm going to give you guys this. This ain't a religious channel, but I'm going to give you guys this. My best friend gets murdered, right? I'm in the hole. I'm in the hole in the immigration facility. My best friend gets murdered. They bring the newspaper. I read fatally shot. I'm like, damn. DJ's my best friend, man. He's like my brother. My other right-hand man, best friend was Evan E. Evan Carroll, man. Rest in peace. That's the tattoo I got on my side. Anybody ever seen the tattoo on my side? That's my tattoo. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. You guys probably never seen this. That's the tattoo on my side right there. You know, it's my best friend, man. He gets mollywopped down by the beach. I see the newspaper. Says he's fatally shot. I get on the speaker. I say, hey, man. I get on the speaker. I'm like, I'm like, hey, listen, man, what does fatally wounded mean? Even though I already knew, like it didn't register. I said, it means he's dead. My best friend gets killed. And I end up reading this book, man, called The Case for Christ by Lee Strobel on the book cover. And that's probably when I first started really, really thinking about God and changing my life. But man, if you think that prison don't affect you, man, you think being stuck in the hole don't affect you, you think people getting stabbed, even though we become callous, you see people murdered, you see people lose their lives, you see blood everywhere, you see people get cut in the face. You think, they're like, damn, man, it's just another day. Yeah, it's just another day while you're in prison. But when you walk out here and you get around reality, it's not just another day no more, man. That shit actually has an effect on you and on your life. It affects you. It hurts you inside, man. It does something to you, man. It does something to you inside. Blood on the Razor Wire, same name as the channel. That's the book. You can check out the first 3 chapters on Amazon for free. I did a story on that, Joel. I think I did a story on the top prison riots, and I talked about the Montana prison riot. But yeah, this stuff affects you. It affects you when you walk out. Relationships with people, man. Sometimes you hurt the people that you're supposed to love the most, and then you lose it. I told you guys, man. I lost it, man. That's it. You know what I mean? I lost it. It's over. I don't know, man. It was me, man. Everything that I thought I wanted, man, I had, and then I lost it. But it is what it is. I'm going to hit you up in a minute, man. Send me an email real quick. Tell me where you did time at and how much time. I'm going to call you when this is over, all right? But yeah, I lost my family, man, because of myself, because of, always working 15 hours, not unattached, always on your phone, callous to violence. But it is what it is. At least I get to see my kids and spend time with them. You know what I mean? But you know what? You learn, man. You go through things and you learn. You go through the struggle and you learn. And hopefully it makes you a better person. So when you move on and you find, something else, you do the right thing. So I'm committed to that, Eventually, something will work out for me and I'll be committed to whatever it is. But you know what I learned, man? So it is. It is what it is. How many people are going through that? Like I was just talking about some of the dudes I know, man, like this real straight, hardcore Christian dude. He's going through the same shit. We've been in the same prisons. And this dude's a real Christian. Going through some stuff with his wife, right? Elon, send me your email, bro. Send me your phone number. Email me. My email is freedomfighterspc@gmail.com. Can someone put that up for me? freedomfighterspc@gmail.com. Send that to me, man. I appreciate you. There it is. Irish Pride, put it up. Send me your phone number, homie. I'm going to reach out. But, yeah, man. And sometimes it hurts, man, but you got to accept things, man. Accept them for what they are, man. Don't allow yourself to be tricked into something else, or you got to go on and do you, man. The reentry house, man, is probably 6 days away from being done, which I have to go over there today too. But yeah, man, I mean, tonight I'm gonna hit up John Powers and see if we can do an interview tonight with John, right? I got another story that I'm putting together right now, a little documentary. I think I'm gonna put on the other channel. We're gonna start pumping out this other channel. So those of you that like, how many people in here like when I do the little documentaries? I need a show of hands. I need a yes. So if we put that other channel together, you're going to show up and support it, man? Because I really want to do it. It's going to be true crime. You might not see my face, but you'll hear my voice. You'll know it's me. So, and we might do that 3 times a week. It'll be done at different times, though. It'll probably be in the morning time. We'll have Blood on the Razor Wire at night. We'll have the other channel jumping at night. And hopefully people enjoy it. Mike D, I know you've seen all them people in Irondequoit, right? So that's probably going to be our first video. Swamp Boy, I appreciate you, man. Thumbs up. Richard Harvey, it's coming. You guys will know it. It'll probably be up maybe Sunday or Monday. I might watch that Canelo fight, man. Sometimes I'm just so tired at night that I can't really watch the fights. I can't really do nothing. I wish they had a place to go to tonight, man, like sports bar. We can go watch this shit. I'm going out tonight, man, or I'm heading to New York City, one of the two. Doing something, man. Got a bunch of cases I got to get done this week. Greg Paris, Killer Chronicles, really good channel. You like Killer Chronicles? Sparky, man, we appreciate you too, man. Sparky's a good dude, man. Always here, always helping. Do you have a name for the channel? I think it's going to be called Urban Crime Chronicles. I'm going to do a lot of urban shit. But I want to do some white people shit too, man. Why you say that? Like these true crimes where they're like, the husband goes in and does some wild shit, or this guy, his business partner, and those people are rocking, man. I think I could do that stuff, man. Do you think I could have a true crime channel? Honestly, do you think I can do it? Need a confidence booster this morning, right? Do you know anything about our dad? Yes, I do, but you have to email me. Don't get stopped and don't do stupid stuff, blood. Chad, truck driver here looking for your audiobook. Okay, free audiobook for Chino. Chino, email me right now. You're getting an audiobook. You guys have to use the Adobe app to open it. Ricky Jivens in the federal system. Not sure. Send me an email. I'll check it out. Yeah, I think I can, man. You know what I mean? Of course, I will narrate them. There's my boy Ali in the house. That's my YouTube expert right there, Ali. See, speak a little Arabic too, man. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Whoa! What are you doing, Chad? Little French. Bonjour. Comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Raphaël et toi? Don't make me get into this. You heard me with the Paisa stuff earlier, right? Oye! Boricua! But anyway, man, you know, you learn a lot of stuff in prison. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, oh, everybody could say that. Well, how about this? Alam tara kaifa fa'allahu rabbuka bi'asahaba fil. How many people can do that? Good getaway stories, Chad. Be good, but gotta not get ourselves busted. Can't wait for the book coming today. Okay. If you haven't bought my book and you want to support us, right? Go buy the book on Amazon today. Look out for us today. Go grab that book. Deutsch. I had a woman in Germany, man, that really looked out for me, man. She was going hard for me for like 4 or 5 years. Tried to learn some German. She flew over from Germany. You know, that's another thing. Like, this chick would fly from Germany to come see me, you know. Simon says, can I get an audio recording, please? I'm from England. Yes. Email me right now. I'm going to make a couple phone calls. I'll send out the audio books. But I learned a little bit of ish. Oh, man, I forgot. It's been a long time. I forgot. How do you say I love you in German? You know what? I'm not going to fly to you guys, right? Y'all had the county jail incident with the homie Buff when he took the police hostage. Hey, listen. I've been involved in a lot. How about the dude I interviewed the other day, right? That was the dude that tried to take my food at DFY, Division for Youth. He hit me up, yo, you look different. I'm like, trying to figure out who this dude is. And then as we're interviewing, he's like, yeah, I'm the dude, bro. I'm like, damn. But yeah, he told you know, he said he's nice with them things now, but back in the day, your boy was all right with them joints. You know what I mean? Bills are looking good. Ich liebe dich. Yes. Yes. And I'm going to keep it real with you, man. I thought about taking off for a few months, man. Maybe Germany, maybe Chile. I mean, I can work from anywhere, right? We can do videos from anywhere. I'd have to FaceTime my kids. That's the part that sucks. But I ain't seeing them all the time anyway right now. So, but I don't know, man. I wonder, man, what does life have to offer, man? What does life got for your boy, man, if I end up in another country? You know what I mean? You never know. You never know. Go with my wife. Chad, you need a vacation, brother. I need a real vacation, man. I think I'm definitely going to Aruba in the middle of October, maybe. Maybe in October, you know what I mean? Do what's best for you. I've thought about going abroad and not coming back myself. Me too, man. I'm done, man. I don't never want to go back to prison, man. Sometimes shit hits you, man. You start talking about prison and prison life, that shit hits you, man. You feel it, you know what I mean? You get emotional, man. Like I said, when you walk into that shoe, man, like, damn. Can I self-surrender with a gold chain? No. They're going to take it. You used to be able to have them sent in from your family to the chaplain, but they had to be under $100. Some people self-surrender, some people keystrum, some people, whoa! Some people do all kinds of wild shit, man. My buddy is living in Thailand. I guess you can live like a king there. Is it safe? Maybe your boy's heading over there. Oh, I've been to Aruba. I like Aruba, yes. Feel that, did my time. San Quentin and Folsom. Andy, why don't you hit me up, bro? Why don't we do an interview? If you were in San Quentin, man, why don't we do an interview, man? I love talking to dudes from California because your system it's a serious place, man. Serious place, serious people, a lot of intelligent dudes over there. Mike D, it's safe, Chaz. Oh, Chad, okay. I got a passport and I got plenty of felonies, man. About 100 of them. I don't, just as long as you're not on probation or parole. But anyway, man, appreciate everybody being in here. I'm going to make a couple phone calls, do a couple things, send out some books. We're probably going to get back at you tonight on the food thing. Maybe if I can get a hold of John Powers, the time tracker. I'm gonna hit him up. Would you guys like us to do a little prison thing tonight with John about what prison is really like? Chad, could you interview Jesse Pollock? Send me his thing. Send me his thing. Let me look at his story. Send me a contact on my email. You got my email. Send it. Stay strong, Chad. I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man, I'm trying to stay strong, bro. You know what I mean? Trying to work this thing out. And honestly, there's a lot of work on me, man. I got to learn anger, man. I got to learn to not be angry. I got to learn to be able to be alone, man, and be able to make it. How many people can't be alone that been in prison before we go? Does it bother you to be alone? Can you just sit in your house and watch TV? Not always easy. You know what I mean? Mandy Turner, you want to do an interview? Let's do one. Send me a link, bro, for that fitness channel. Hell yeah, they got fungus in jail. I had the worst athlete's foot ever in my life one time from playing volleyball outside in the sand pit where the white dudes play volleyball. Prison made me comfortable. You would think that I should be comfortable being alone, right? But I always want to do stuff, and that became a problem at my house. Chad, you always want to go to concerts. You want to go to Aruba. You want to go here. You want to do that. You want to go to a football game. You want to go country music festival. It's an issue, man. It was all good when we were first doing it, but you got to lay back and relax, homie. Sometimes it ain't easy. I seen a bunch of people, man. When I was getting on the plane coming back from Miami yesterday, I seen a bunch of people heading to Costa Rica, man. Bunch of people, man. It's expensive to go there on a vacation, for sure. But who the hell wants to go to Costa Rica alone? You know what I mean? Get out in nature and no electronic and unwind. Did my time in prison. I'm the same, always on the move. Yeah, so maybe we're poor, maybe we're messed up. Maybe we can never have a relationship. Maybe we can never have a real, relationship, a wife and stuff, because we're always, we're different, man. We're affected. We're destroyed mentally and emotionally. It is what it is. But you know what, man? Like I said, man, time to move on, man. Sometimes you just got to accept it, man. Not much you can do. You just got to accept it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Simon says he's been married for 5 years. Well, bro, I was married for 3.5, and it didn't work out, man. But anyway, Blood on the Razor Wire TV. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the channel. It is what it is, man. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, Blood on the Razor Wire TV. I'm going to get a hold of John Powers. We might do a live tonight. Appreciate everybody being in here. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to talk about some serious shit tonight. And I got a hell of a doc that I'm working on. Anyway, if you're looking for an interview, hit me up. If you've done some real time, you've been some real places, let me know. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Till later tonight, we're out of here.